Well, as you can tell, Duolingo's. I get so nervous doing the Italian. I think I can read it pretty well now. I can start to decipher that. And if hopefully my Italian coach isn't watching, or she'd be very disappointed in me right
Well,
now.
when you get good, I'm going to ask you to do this again
Done.
so you
I'll
can
send an
speak to me.
Instagram
I don't want to
video.
put you on the spot, but you can always say like "grazia,
Exactly.
prego," and
I my
that's all I know. But I want to learn Spanish actually, which is something I've been trying to do without a lot of success. So there's a lot of things that I've been wanting to do that I'm too lazy to do. But we have been cooking a lot here, and
oh,
Sophie
I've
said it.
seen. It looks
What is
real good.
what is Sophie cooking?
Oh,
Or what
she's
are
a
you
fantastic
cooking? That
cook.
was a very gendered question. What are you guys cooking together?
Well, it's okay. She's actually a much better cook than me. That's just the real. But I would say together, I've been trying to like figure out my British delicacies that's to make her feel at home. So there's a breakfast sandwich called a bacon buddy, and it sounds pretty easy. It's just bacon, egg on a roll, but if you're a Brit, you'll know it's hit or miss. So I've been trying to perfect it in time for her family when they can finally come and visit, that I can
Uh,
impress them. But we've been baking a lot, so a lot of cookies, and we're trying to perfect that. So we got a salted chocolate chip cookie that we're trying to get perfect. That way, we can share it with friends when it's time.
oh, that's awesome. You should use Malden salt. That's the best
Malden
salt.
salt. Okay.
Yes, Maldon. Bobby Flay, name dropping, once brought me some Malden salt, and it's the best
Wow.
salt I think that you can use. Have you guys been binge watching anything or
Oh yes, indeed.
what?
So I'm not big on reality shows, but I've been watching Before the 90 Days. It's 90 Day Fiance
Oh,
on TLC, and it is so bizarre and funny, and sometimes you start to cry a bit because it's just all over the place. It's very interesting, and I highly recommend it. A lot of twists and turns, and also there's a new show on Hulu called Dave that we really like, and Sophie's never seen Lord of the Rings, and
really?
early on in our relationship, she said, "Look, if we're gonna do this, you need to watch Harry Potter. It's just known that everyone in England watches it, and they stream it or they show it on television through Christmas during their Christmas break. So it's something that now every year we watch. We watch the Harry Potter. So we started watching Lord of the Rings. I love those movies. So she started for the first time, and now we're on our way to the Hobbits. But we've been building the Lego Lord of the Rings while we've been. It's just an activity on top of it. What about yourself? Have you been watching anything new or
Uh,
anything you used to love?
yeah, I just finished a show called Normal People on Hulu
Okay.
that is based on a Sally Rooney novel that it's beautifully shot and the acting is unbelievable. I think you and Sophie would really enjoy it. It's sad and it's very emotional, but I really enjoyed it. It was
Okay.
great, wonderful. And then now there's a show called The Great on Hulu that
Oh
a friend of
yes.
mine told me is really wonderful. I think Elle Fanning is in it. It's about
We
Catherine the Great.
we actually just got a drinking game that goes along with the show. So they
Really?
sent us, yes. So they sent us. Sophie's good friends with Nicholas Holt, who's in the show, and Elle Fanning, and they sent us this. It comes with a Russian bottle of Russian vodka and shot glasses. I don't know the game yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
That's that sounds fun and dangerous.
Yeah, it sounds
So
fun and dangerous, depending on what the game actually consists of.
yeah, so that's really what I've been watching, and then I also watched Little Fires Everywhere, which I thought was really good. What else did we watch, you guys? Anything else? Little Fires and Normal
Hi,
People, and
everybody else.
yeah, but yeah. My daughter and Adriana, my adopted daughter, are here listening to this because they're huge fans. And yeah,
Oh,
actually,
well, hello. Thank
Carrie
you.
wanted to know, Joe, whose idea was it? She said in the last few music videos, you guys have had your significant others. I know wives, I know, but I'm just saying your wives in it, and I'm curious. She wanted to know whose idea was it to have them take part in the music videos.
Sure, of course. Well,
This is water, by the way, Joe.
that's fine. I mean, I was well prepared to make a cocktail because I know that's also a thing on your lives that I'm impressed with.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
so originally we were trying to figure out who would be a good fit. We wanted some or somebody's in this video, but we realized that they were kind of the best of the best for us, at least, and we were thinking, well, hopefully they'll be okay or interested in this. And I remember bringing it up to Danny, Priyanka, and Sophie, and they were like, well, duh, we would love to. And then the second time around, they were also in our video of What a Man Gotta Do, and it just kind of also fit the creative. I'm not sure if it's going to become a trend that we do all the time, but they were gracious enough to be in both of the videos with us, and it makes it a lot more comfortable on set. I've had videos where there's a love interest and you're saying hello and then you have to be intimate. It's a little strange, and
Yeah.
So I think this was way more comfortable.
Felt much more authentic, hopefully, right, Joe?
Exactly.
Well,
yes.
I know we got some questions from you. Have so many fans, you and your brothers, and I want to get to those. But first, I want to ask you quickly about your Quibi show, which sounds
right.
like so much fun. It's called Cup
yes.
of Joe. Actually, I had come up with a concept like this, and you kind of beat me to it, Joe.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's okay. Maybe I can show you around somewhere in an episode.
I would ask, oh, please.
You go to cities and you have sort of a favorite son or daughter of that city kind of give you a tour, and you Cup of Joe, you drink the coffee from that city. Tell me about it and how much fun you had doing it, because you had some incredible people showing you around.
Absolutely. You said it best. I would travel with my brothers and another band that I was in for, well, still in, DNC, and we were traveling for years and years and thinking about, wow, we don't really get to see these cities that often. We see the hotel, the venue, and then back on the plane or bus. And it happens for quite a good amount of entertainers. So we said, why don't we slow things down just a little bit? In the time that we have before the show, I'll go venture out in the city and explore. And it was something that I would do on my own time. And I said, I think this could be an interesting show. So whether if it's starting with a cup of coffee and then meeting up with somebody that knows the city really well or just loves that city, and then we venture off into doing some sort of adventure or trying the locals' food. And it was a really great experience for me, at least on this last tour, where I would meet interesting characters. And since you name dropped Bobby Flay and then dropped Matthew McConaughey, was our first person to get a part of, well, he was our first episode in Austin, and he kind of set the bar. So we were able to really get great people, and I was always put through something really bizarre. In Austin, I was playing a chicken shit bingo, which is a thing in Austin. And then we were in New York with Tina Fey, and she convinced me to go on stage, and I did some stand-up. So I'm put through a challenge, but I'm also having a great time with different people. And also it's on Quibi, which is only like 8 minutes. So you can binge watch it very easily.
That sounds like so much fun. And didn't you do Amsterdam, you and Sophie, because that's the city where you fell in love? Am I right about that?
You're right. So that city means a lot to us. And I think Amsterdam is somewhere probably in someone's mind like Vegas, where they think it's just the party city. And there's so much more to it. And so I went there thinking, okay, well, besides the red light or some of the other places, the coffee shops, let's see what's in Amsterdam. And we ended up having a great time. We did live painting, and we walked through canals I've never seen. We went to thrift stores, and that was great. And with my brothers, we were in Barcelona, and we did a human tower, which I don't think anyone's going to do anytime soon, but because you're obviously very close and touching a lot of people.
Yeah,
but it's such a cool experience, and I really hope to be able to do another season after all this.
It sounds like it must have been so much fun, and I'm excited to watch them. All right, I got to take my sunglasses off and put my reading glasses on, Joe, because I just want to ask you a few questions from your fans.
Sure.
Are the Joe Bros releasing an album this year?
Well, we do have an album worth of songs. So we've been looking at how, I guess, these 2 songs will do, and what the future holds for all of us, because what comes with releasing an album is we want to get on stage. So fingers crossed, but if it's up to me, I'll release the thing. Maybe I'll leak it.
Yeah. Someone asked, what's your favorite song to perform? And that came from the comments here. So I want to make sure that we get to some of those too.
Favorite song to perform? I have to say our song Sucker is an exciting one to play live right now. It's a song that really helped bring me and my brothers back together after so many years. and to share the stage again and hear the audience sing that back, it's the best.
Okay. Here's we had what shows you're watching in quarantine. What's your what's your favorite place to eat when you're back in Bergen County, New Jersey?
Wow. You know, we moved away from New Jersey so long ago, but I thought I would be like, all right, I'm only going to be living in California from now on. But my brother obviously has two beautiful daughters and a beautiful family that he's growing over there. So we're there quite a bit. I'd actually say my childhood bagel shop is still around.